Today is March 16th, and it has been 10 days since my last one, and the study is getting very, very interesting. Some very good stuff to chew on. I'm going deep into these hidden recordings, and I struck gold. I picked up on Matteo and Johan chatting about Scott, and it turns out Scott has a criminal fucking record. Yeah. They were chatting about his outbursts, and yeah, they said outbursts, like plural, like the throwing the pan across the kitchen is not an isolated incident. If there's someone on the base with a criminal record, and I've got no idea why this wasn't flagged by Keone. I mean, especially to me, I'm doing a fucking behavioural study for them on these fuckers. The information, all of the information is relevant in some way to my research that I'm actually doing for them. But now's a bit of a dilemma, so I don't know how to bring this up with people because I'm the only one who heard it on the recording. I can't talk to Maria about it because she doesn't know that I record people, and so I decided to go and speak to Johan. Johan knows about the audio equipment, and Matteo, as far as I'm aware, doesn't. But I go into Johan's office and I just tell him straight up, I should have been told about Scott having a record, and it's not just me. Surely everyone who's locked in here should know that there is a violent criminal on the base. Johan just did his normal fucking level-headed thing. Tells me to close the door, sit down, calm down. And fair enough. I may have gone in a bit wound up. And he explains that, yes, apparently Scott did do prison time. But it was quite a few years ago. And it was done for a drunk, violent and disorderly. And it was back when Scott drank. Now, obviously I knew about Scott being sober, and he was very open about it in his baseline interview, but Johan tells me that Scott goes into the office and just checks in and says apparently he's doing very well. That's easy to say, but I'm not sure what proof Johan actually has. And then I just felt a bit stupid because Johan kind of put me in my place a bit. And he said Scott's a lot more sorted than most people and everybody deserves a second chance. And he's right, of course, but who does prison time for their first drunk and disorderly? I mean, it must have been pretty fucking violent. I mean, how the fuck did Scott get the job? And Johan totally deflected when I questioned that. He says that he doesn't do the crewing up. And I tell him it can affect the conclusions that I come to on my research, so I ask Johan for Scott's paperwork, which is perfectly reasonable, and he says no. Fucking no. Maybe I'm just pissed off about being left out of the loop. It was very important information that I sort of kind of maybe needed. So I'm thinking Scott has been put in here for another reason now, and it's doing my fucking head in. Keone is holding this information back from me, knowing that it could damage my study, and Johan's been all laid-back Scandi Noir about it, and he's saying, oh, don't worry, Drew. There's loads of convicted felons in Antarctica, like it's fucking normal. Either way, I just don't get it. Like, either they don't get what behavioural scientists do, or something truly fucked up is going on. And now I'm wondering, like, is Keone trying to test me? Separate out the audio pieces that I see as important and log them with these diary files. One, because I can't keep all the recordings, it's too much memory, but also I'm never going to use it, so ethically I should delete it. Also, it makes more sense when I'm writing all the shit out that I have just what I need. So, Matteo and Johan conversation, C file, AFS-R 130323. Yeah, that's it. Nothing else to say. Scott scenario was the big one. Weather, still condition 3.